We are going to be coming into contact with John. John Lindahl right now. Let's get him on here.
What's going on,
What's
man?
going on, man?
How's it going?
Dude,
what up?
So nice to finally be talking with you, meeting you.
I know. I feel like I feel like we've talked a lot, but like haven't actually spoken like in person or over FaceTime or anything like that.
This is
dude. How are you?
Fantastic.
Also, first of all, thank you for having me. Thank you so much for having me on this.
Oh, dude, thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your music, because your music is just so fire. And I remember we were sitting at the TikTok headquarters, and I'm sitting there, I'm talking to Gabe, and he's like, hey, you should check out this artist. And I was like, oh, let me see some of his stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, he's awesome. And instantly I was just like, follow. And then we got back in the car, and I'm like still like watching videos. I'm like, wow, this guy can sing. This guy can dance. I mean, like, literally, wait, hold on. We have a, look at this.
Oh,
you think we mess around here, dude? Come on. You literally can do it all. What is the one thing that you can't do?
I could say, you know what? Man, I'll just say this honestly. I've worked so hard to be as multifaceted as I can as an entertainer and as a person. I've accepted that I don't have a logical brain. I have like strictly a creative brain. So anything regarding like math or anything like that, it just does not compute with my brain. But anything creative, it's pretty much, I've tried to cultivate every aspect of that, because I love just creating like your previous guests were talking about, just being, creating positive energy, creating positive content, and trying to just be very, put that energy out there, and also just trying different things. That's all you can really do, right?
I couldn't agree more. And when you said about math, it took me right back to trigonometry, and how many times I tried to leave that class, and I said, this is not for me. And I passed the final test. The passing grades were 65 and up, and I got literally a 65. And my professor emailed me and was like, you're done. And I was like, that's all I needed to know.
Let's go.
Bruh, exactly. I've never, math is not my thing. That's why we have accountants.
Yeah, man.
Oh
my God.
I want to ask you this. I see on your Instagram, I mean, first of all, you're with Def Jam Records, so congratulations on that. And I see the pictures, you're hanging with Logic, you're hanging with Justin Timberlake. Like, how does this happen? Where did it start?
Well, okay, first of all, before I say that, did I catch you drinking a Corona at 10:20 a.m.?
It's 10:20 a.m. for you. I'm East Coast, and I believe that the quarantine is also kind of like airport rules. Like, it doesn't matter. It's still open, so you're not driving there. So you might
I respect it. I respected you were like drinking as you were like going across like that. It was pretty incredible.
My hair was good at the beginning of the show. So I'm gonna look terrible in all these screenshots.
Well, to answer your question, I was on the X Factor. I auditioned for the X Factor when I was 14. I was really young, the first season, and I met L.A. Reid and Simon Cowell. But L.A. Reid was my future label head. He's a future label executive. Met him on that show in 2011. I signed to Epic Records, which was his label at the time in 2013. And then that's how I met Justin Timberlake. Like, he actually found me on YouTube, and we kind of connected in that way. And he was gonna executive produce my album. Then a bunch of stuff is sent. I talk about it more on the album, really. So yeah, definitely listen to the album. Comes out Thursday night, technically Friday, April 10th. It's gonna be amazing.
Awesome.
No, but basically I met Logic around that same time too, and I essentially just built these relationships with him. Like, he and I became friends, and he had me sing on some of his records, like as a background vocalist, and then he offered me to sign to his independent record label, which wasn't even a thing at the time, like in the summer of 2015 or something like that. But then it's really cool. One thing that's amazing about Logic, what I've seen him do, is just he says things, and then he just and you might even think like I don't know how he's gonna do that, but then he does it, and it's really amazing.
Pulls
so
it off.
he's got to manifest. And honestly, that's one of the biggest things I've learned from him, because I've always been someone that manifests thought, and he's the quintessential example of that. And just saying I can, and then you can. That's the biggest thing that I think people need to know is, like, if you if you just believe in your mind that you can do something, it sounds so cheesy, but it's the truth. Like if you believe it, you really can do it. It's insane.
I swear I thought today was Monday, but clearly it's Sunday because you just took us to church. And
Oh god.
I love that. No, dude, I love that so much. And other things that I love, your singles, Honest
Thank you.
and Lies. And I'm conflicted because like I don't know who to believe now. Like
Are you team honest or team lies though? Are you team honest or team lies though? Which one?
listen, honestly I was feeling honest.
Dope.
That was but I'm with it both, to be honest. So like bruh.
No, you know why? You know
Which one
why?
do you
It's
feel closer
because
to?
honest is the initial. I say honest is the initial jab. It jabs you in the face, but then lies is the sneaky right hook that you don't expect. It sneaks up on you a little bit. Like
You can see in the
yeah.
comments you've split the fan base. You've split them now. They don't know.
Yeah, they're all
I
over
think
the
we're
place.
all just gonna be at the end of the day. I think we're all Team John, and we're looking forward to this album. And we're looking forward to this album on
That was a
Thursday
bar.
night at midnight. Friday, April, what is it, 10th?
Yep, April 10th. Yes, sir.
I need a calendar. Dude, that is so exciting. Is there anything that you could give us a little sneak peek? Like, what can we look forward to with this album?
Basically, okay. Well, I've said with this album, it's called Opening Night. I grew up doing musical theater, but and it's not a theater album by any stretch of the imagination. But it's presented kind of as such, like the story, like the hero story. But I would say when you listen, this album is truly a journey. So I think you have to listen to it from 1 to 12 because it kind of starts with the inception of where, like from the hero's perspective, where I want to go. I'm somewhere where I don't want to be in the first two songs, and I'm looking to the future. I'm hopeful. Then I go through a bunch of heartbreak, whether it's through like not achieving my dreams or being in a relationship and having that not work out. And then by the end, you reach your destination, you reach your goal. So it truly is. It's a hero's journey. Like that's really what I want people to do.
Dude, you're awesome, and this conversation has made me realize that we have a lot of stuff in common, stuff that I think we should talk about off camera. But
for sure,
like, you'll find out. Wow, just like having this conversation, I was like,
yeah, man.
I'm sorry, is he telling my story? Like, we have a lot of stuff in common. It's actually a little weird.
Well, here's the thing. It's like this is the cool thing about the album is that it's everyone's story. It really is. Like that's why movies like Rocky and Rudy and all these like movies, they really connect with people. It's because everyone feels like they've been knocked down. Everyone feels like they want to be somewhere greater than where they are, or that they see themselves as greater than what they are, or what they're perceived as. And
right.
and that everyone experiences that. So that's really what I think people can take away from this album is that just to truly bet on one person, and that person is you. Like honestly, that's the only person you can really bet on.
Well, if we weren't already sold on you, I think we are now. So I think that just happened.
Awesome, dude. Honestly, dude, you're great at this too.
Now you are a friend of this show, and you are welcome back. Literally anytime. But when this is over, I think I'm gonna give you a call because there feels just so many similarities in just your story that I'm like, it's weird. We might have been separated at birth, or we might very well be the same person. Your hair looks a lot better than mine right now. So, but
no,
it's
because I wasn't drinking.
Really similar. The jawline's really similar.
Hey man, yeah, no, I'll just say it's because I wasn't drinking Corona. That's my hair is a little bit more. But if I was drinking like you, then I'd be like freaking. I'd be all over the place too.
There's
you look
no
good.
drinking like me. Don't start spreading the rumors, John.
You look good though. You look really good.
Gimmick. Thank you.
Really
Thank you. This is what I wear on Mondays. Usually, but there's no shoes on. Because why would I? Stop with that sound effect. Oh, you really? Did you also put cologne on for this too?
You know what's funny? There's cologne. There's residue of cologne on this shirt, so I can still smell it, but I didn't actually put it on.
It's all right. Anytime I have like a Zoom meeting or a FaceTime session, I put cologne on, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I have a meeting." They're like, "It's like a new form of technology that can smell you." I'm like,
it's an energy.
Can smell me.
It's an energy. It's like a feeling that you get. Like when you feel very presentable. You feel it's good. You have to do that. You have to.
Listen, even being stuck in this quarantine, I've known it for a while now, but it's really proven itself. You cannot, if you want to get something done, you got to change. Like you can't be wearing your sweatpants and decide you're gonna go downstairs and get stuff done. I'm like, I gotta put on jeans. I gotta do my hair. I gotta get ready. I gotta put my cologne on. Damn it,
cologne. Yeah, man. Well,
hey man, thank you again. I'm so excited for this album. Opening night, it drops Thursday at midnight. So Friday, April 10th. John, you are, oh my God, amazing, dude. We are following your journey. Make sure everybody's following him. Bro, I will see you next time. You gotta come back on the show.
Hey, thank you to everyone in the comments.
Yes,
thank
the
you to everyone
comments have been wild, and the comments are
go ahead.
they love you. Opening night, they're all excited. But like I said, I mean, this whole Team Lies, Team Honest thing, you really messed us up.
Once again, thank you to you. Thank you so much to you, Nick. Thank you to the show. Thank you to everyone in the comments who's commenting. Sorry if I didn't really I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. And I will talk to you guys later.
All right. Thank you, John. You have a good one.